family. I am Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. And welcome to this stream. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel and leave me some gifts. Leave me some gifts by hitting the gift box. It's between the super chats, then it's the gift, and then you could do the heart things, which I appreciate all of them. So let's start today by doing the channel song, which was written for me by Boss Life Online. And I want to say thank you so much for your support. Hey, PMC, how are you doing? And let's listen to this song that was written by Boss Life Online. Hey, PMC. Hey, friends with super channels. Welcome in, everybody, and enjoy the song.
Got a spark inside, a passion so true. Marlene Motivates is the right move for you. Her purpose is clear, her heart's a guiding light to help you reach higher ground, so everything is bright. It's encouragement, support from her soul to yours for the wellness of mind, body, and spirit, so you can open new doors through pop-up lives and motivational roles too. Regular videos, Marlene is always there for you. Feeling down, feeling lost, need a helping hand. Marlene is here to inspire across the digital land. Sharing her journey, her wisdom, her grace, helping you find your own pace and true place. It's encouragement, support from her soul to yours for the wellness of mind, body, and spirit, so you can open new doors through pop-up lives and all of these and all right too. Regular videos, Marlene is always there for you. Be encouraged, let your spirit ignite. Be inspired, step into your light. Be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it and live your best life. Regular video, Marlene is always there for you. Marlene motivates, yeah. Mind, body, spirit, every day.
Thank you all so much, so much, so much. I love that song. Do you guys love that song that Gio made? I really, really, really love it so very much. So we're going to get into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about stop making ourselves available, or stop making time and room and space and energy and mindsets and messing up your finances. Let's stop doing all of these things for people who they would never do it for you. They don't show up for you. They don't support you. They don't listen to you. So why are we allowing these people that don't support us, that don't care for us? Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. And the song is not credit to me. The song is credit to Boss Life Online. But we have to stop making ourselves available for people who will not make themselves available for us. Okay. So let's get into this topic, everybody. Um, why we should stop making time for people. It really is about, for us, honestly, setting boundaries. And many of us don't set those boundaries. We let people run over us, we let people backstab us, disrespect us, not show up for us, or we already know that they're toxic. We already know that they're a manipulator. You already know that they're disrespectful. You already know that this is not a good person in your life. So we're the ones that have to accept it for what it is. Now, is that acceptance easy? No, it's not. You know, it's not easy. Thank you, Rona. It's not easy to accept a toxic standards, especially when you love people, because we can love people, but are they loving us back? Are they respecting us back? Are they showing up for us? Are they considerate of our feelings and our opinions? Are they allowing for us to elevate and to experience personal growth and development? I think that's one thing that really caused me to stop in my tracks. If somebody is not causing you to elevate, to grow mentally, like, you're learning new things, you're growing in the relationship, you're more positive. If you're not getting these things, then it may be time for you to back away from these sort of individuals, okay? And it also means that we have to prioritize our well-being. And I know that that may be a very different and difficult thing, um, but it can happen. You know, it can happen. So, what did what happened? Oh, okay. Hi, Sir Mod. How are you doing? Welcome. So I do think that it's important for us to prioritize our well-being. Now, I want to say to every single one of my motivators family who is listening, whether you are live or you are in the replay, this is your life coach speaking over your life. I want great things to happen for you. I want you to go for your goals. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to be confident. I want all of these things for you, but you honestly have to want it for yourself. You have to want greatness for yourself. You have to want good things, but it also means that you have to, in your mind, okay? You have to say to yourself, I deserve good treatment, but it also means you got to you cut those lines, cut these people off. You have to draw a line in the sand and say, this is as far as you're going to go in my life, okay? This is as far as you are going to go in my life. And if you don't want to respect me, if you don't want to show up for me, you know, if you don't want to do the right things, then you can't be in my life. Thank you so much, Gio, for the gifts and everybody who's here. Um, this conversation is a really important one. Yes, PMC, consciously confident. Know your worth. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up for yourself, okay? Stand up for yourself. Be assertive. I don't mean be disrespectful or be rude, but be assertive. Know who you are. Know your worth and be confident. If these people leave your life, then they weren't meant to be in your life. The right people will be around. The right people will respect you when you say you don't like something. They will, you know? So that's one thing that I think is very important. And I'm speaking that because I came from that space of doubting myself. If I speak up for myself, then they'll leave me. Trust me. Anybody who leaves you didn't deserve to have you. If somebody doesn't know how to show up for you and to give you the things that you personally need, if they don't know how to support you, if you tell them you don't like how being around them makes you feel because they say or do something like that, then you need to leave those people alone, right? But it's Being confident, like PMC said, being confident, knowing your worth, knowing what you deserve. So I want to speak to all you ladies. I want to speak to all of you gentlemen. Stand up for yourself. Hold your head up. Stop holding yourself down. Stop holding yourself back. Okay? Don't hold yourself back. If there's something that you want to do in your life, whether it's starting a business, whether being in a good, healthy relationship, you know, if it's one or all of those things, then go for it. You don't need other people's permission. You don't need other people's validation. All you need to do is be you, okay? I think that's something that is so important. Right, PMC. If they don't support you and your vision, then you need to leave those people alone, okay? So let's get into some of these points, everybody, okay? Why you might stop making time for people. There's four things that I want to talk about. And the number one thing, and this is something that Realist One here, hashtag slide accordingly, one of my awesome mods always talks about. I struggle with this word. I'm going to try to get it out, okay? um, Reciprocity. I hope I said that word right, but basically, we know that term means that it goes back and forth. What I expect, I also give. It's about giving, but also receiving. And I want you guys to know that you're worth it. You're worth being able to receive. Not just giving of your time, of your money, of your energy. We can't always be the one making the sacrifices. If other people in your life do not make sacrifices for you, you got to think, is this really a good relationship? Is this person really my friend? Is this a person I want to be committed to? Those are the things that we really need to think about. Not everybody that we think are our friends and care for us really do. Because people who care about you will actively participate in your personal growth. They will want to see a smile on your face. They want to bring peace into your life. They want you to grow. They want to push you towards those goals. But if they hold you back or they talk about you, oh, that won't work, or you can't do that. What it is that they are not willing to be courageous enough to go for those goals or dreams. Maybe they doubt themselves. Don't let other people get in your head and cause you to doubt yourself. I did that for so many years. I doubted myself from stepping outside and doing what I knew I wanted to do. And what was that? Life coaching. I love life coaching. I like talking to people. I like supporting people into getting into healthy relationships and not toxic ones. Going for your goals. I am definitely your motivator and your encourager. And I want to speak over every single one of you life. Every single one of you, you can do it. Anything that you want to do in your life, you can do it. But first, you got to, in your mind, first, you got to assert yourself. First, you got to be confident. First, you got to make a plan. And like Gio always says, that's reasonable and attainable, because it can't be what your sister, auntie, mama, cousin, or what other people are doing on social media. You have to do what works for you, what you can afford financially, what you're capable of doing. Go for it, okay? Go for it. Number two, protecting your energy. Are there people in your life that they cause your energy to go down? I know people like that too. And when you're around them, they make you so stressed out. They make things so complicated. Every single thing is about them. And that is not good. That's not a healthy relationship. When you protect your energy, it means you protect your peace from the inside and it emanates outside. And your primary obligation is to making sure you're well, making sure your cup is overflowing and you feel good about yourself. Being self confident, being self aware, respecting yourself, setting those boundaries is vital, because if we don't feel good about ourselves, if you're not confident, if you don't love yourself, if you don't say no and mean it, guess what? Other people are going to know that. People know they can play a game with you. People know when they can say or do whatever to you and you just keep taking it and keep taking it and just feel like one day they'll come around. No. Stop waiting for people to grow up. Stop trying to fit people into your life that you need to let go of. Not everybody who is in our lives is good for us. There's many people who are in our lives, but they're only there because they can use you. They can manipulate you to know your business, to take advantage of you, but they're not healing. They're not growing you. They don't appreciate you. They're only there for what they can get from you. And the moment that you start saying no, asserting yourself, going for your gifts, using your gifts, doing the things that is healthy and positive, you're going to start seeing those toxic people fall off because toxic people don't like when you grow. They don't like when you start saying no. They don't like when they can't know your business anymore. But guess what? You're going to start feeling better about yourself. And that is what this channel is all about, motivating yourself, being inspired, being confident, and knowing that maybe there are some things that I need to change about myself. Maybe there are times where I don't do what I need to do for me, and that's okay because every day is a new day. We get 24 hours to show up for ourselves. You got a new start. There's a new start every day you wake up. You have a new 24 hours full of opportunities, full of gifts that you can use, full of so many things in front of you, but you have to believe that. And the only way that you can believe it is who is in your circle. Who are you surrounding yourself by? If you are only surrounding yourself by toxic people, by manipulative people, by lazy people, low vibrational, it may be the reason why maybe mentally you may feel really down because all you're doing is giving and you're never receiving. And it does not make you selfish. It means you know your worth. It means you know what you're capable of. And don't settle for less than that. Point number three is that you may want to leave some people alone so that you can focus on your personal growth. And I love that for you guys. And I love that for me too. When I pushed the toxic people aside and said, now it's time for me. So, whatever that may be, going to the doctor, getting healthier, having good relationships, spending time on yourself, maybe solo time, solo vacations, just the things that you need to reset, the things that you need to focus, the things that you personally need so you can be your best. And we can't always be our best with our relatives. I don't know about you all, but I think everybody has some toxic relatives that only want for you to hand them out money, only want to know your personal business, only want to clap for you when you finally make it. But in those hard times, with the crawling stages, when it's difficult for you, they're not there. So, realize that and know your worth. Not everybody who's in our life deserves to be there. So stop trying to force them to be there. If they want to go, let them go. If they don't want to support you, stop saying, why don't you support me? They're showing you. People give us the blueprint. They don't want to be there. You're forcing them to be there. But you got to know that about yourself, okay? So, focusing on your self growth, it means reclaiming your time. Ladies and gentlemen, every day is your time. But how much you hone in on your gifts, how much you choose to show up for yourself and do what you need to, is all up to you. See, many of us feel that we can't. So if you really want to do something, you got to stop. You got to remove the can'ts, the won'ts, the doubts, the fear. You got to remove those things and push those things to the side and really focus on what really was possible for me today. What can I do? Focus on what you can do, and you're going to start seeing the changes, the shifts, your positive mindset, your attitude. Surround yourself with more of those individuals. Surround yourself with positive people, positive energy. I have to tell you guys, when I started to be around motivated people, people who are smiling more, it became contagious. It became infectious. I couldn't hold in my energy, my happiness, my joy, and my peace because that's all I was getting around me. But when you're around people who are always, this is going wrong and this is going wrong and this one's against me, if you keep getting that energy from those around you, that's how you're going to feel about yourself. If you keep hearing, oh, I'm stuck and nothing's ever going right, you're going to feel that way about yourself too. And that's not the truth. Um, let's see what I'm missing. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm missing so much of your comments, everybody. Yes. Hi, God's chosen. Um, I don't want to share you. Okay. Hey, PMC. Hi, Wayne. So that's the thing that I want to say to every single one of you. You really have to learn how to say yes to what's important. It may not be what other people think is important, but it has to be according to your goals, according to your values, according to your alignment, knowing your own personal worth. I think that is so important. Okay. So I want to say that to every single one of you. Know your worth. Okay. Know what you're capable of. Okay. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Hi, Lisa. I really appreciate you. So, one thing that I want to say to every single one of you is that if you're not happy, you have the possibility, you have the hope um, of changing that, of shifting it. And I can only say it because I came from that space of being very unhappy. I came from the space of being very miserable, miserable in a job, miserable with relatives, miserable in a relationship, just miserable in general. But when I took steps back and I really thought about it, why am I giving these people? They don't know me. They're not in my shoes. They haven't been through what I've been through. They haven't been through my struggles. They haven't been through my trials. They don't know what I'm going through. They don't know about my intelligence. They don't know about what I'm talented and gifted at. And most of the time, these people don't care. So we have to honestly stop giving our time and our energy to people who don't deserve to be there. Okay. So I wanted to say that to somebody who, like me, if you've ever doubted yourself, I remember when I told my relatives that I was going to leave my job and I was going to be going on the road and doing, motivational speaking. I was going to be doing life coaching. I was going to have my business. And the first thing out of their mouth is, it's not going to work. You need something steady. You need something that you can depend on. Right away, you can find out who is really for you. You can really know. It doesn't take long for people who hide behind a mask of being fake, you know? It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to find out who are the toxic people. It doesn't take that long to find out who are those low vibrational people. And while we love people and while we care for people, we can't let other people who are toxic. We can't let the people who just make nothing but excuses. Do you know some individuals like that? All they do is make excuses. All they do is complain about their life, but they're not doing anything to shift it. See, and I got tired of that. I got tired of being the one like, oh, I'm at this job and I hated it. Like every day I wake up and I would be crying at home. I was like, I hate this job. I hate these people around it. Like, not hate them, but I hated being around them because their energy was so negative. Hi, Eunice. Thank you so much, Lisa. I hated being around people who hated themselves. And if you are around people who hate themselves, if you are around people who never make any changes, or they keep making bad choices and they expect for you to come and mop up, clean up, help, support. No, they need to do better. It's not our responsibility to be people's bank. That's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to grow people up. No, people, you need to grow up. You know, whether it's a sister, auntie, mama, cousin, friend, romantic relationship, the right standard, the truth is the truth in any relationship that it involves. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friend, people on social media, if people don't respect you, if people don't show up, hey, realists, if people don't show up, if people don't do the right thing, you need to leave those individuals alone. And I realized when I stepped back from those toxic people and I started listening to myself and I started speaking over my life and telling myself that I can do great things, and it's nothing to it but to do it. Now, don't think I wasn't scared. I was scared to death. I was so scared the first time I got up on a stage and took that mic and started talking about something motivational. I was scared, of course. New things are scary. Confronting your fears is scary. And yes, we all have insecurities, but guess what? The more that you do it, the more confident you become, is the better that you're going to feel. The more that you're going to be like, I did do it even when people doubted me. And I know that there's somebody here that needs to hear this message, that maybe somebody is doubting you. Maybe it's something that you want to do in your life. Try something new, maybe travel, get a different job, start a business, whatever. Whatever it is that you want to do. Don't hold yourself back. See, at the end of the day, you are the only one that can say when it's time to win. You're the only one. You're the only one that could choose to be happy. You know, it took me a long time for me to get to this space where I felt comfortable. I got myself my new glasses, and it's like this is me. And I'm not going to try to look like other people. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to assert myself. I'm going to be disciplined. I will respect myself. And I will only allow people in my life that respect me back. You know what I mean? That's just it. If people can't respect themselves, how in the world can they respect you? See, so I had to sit in that space and really meditate for a while. How do I treat myself? Am I showing up for myself? Am I using my gifts? Sometimes we're not, you know? Sometimes we're not. And I just want to give a gentle encouragement and a reminder that it's never too late, motivators. It's never too late to assert yourself. It's never too late to be confident. It's never too late to love yourself. It's never too late to heal from your past. It's never too late to tell the inner child to have a seat, because now it's my season of winning. Don't let that little boy or little girl inside of you control your life. You got to take your power back, doing that inner work, that healing work, that even if your sister, auntie, mama, cousin, your ex, whoever didn't treat you the way that you deserve, but today you're an adult. Today you can love yourself. Today you will be confident. Today you're going to love yourself and you're going to win. See, one thing that I had to learn about Marlene, I had to learn that I had to start clapping for myself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to start clapping for myself. I had to say, I can do it. Even when it's hard, when I don't want to go to the gym, or maybe I have a whole attitude, or when I'm going through something, or I'm tired, I don't feel good, I'm grieving. I'm human just like all of you. But I don't let my whatever I'm feeling, I don't let what other people have said, I don't let my past define my present. See, every day I wake up and I claim my present. I'm going to live in this present. I'm not going to let my past, I'm not going to let that little girl that was insecure or let people control me like a little puppet. I won't be puppeted. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to treat people the way that I would like to be treated, and I treat people with respect. So I don't ask, I demand respect. And if people don't know how to respect me, then they're going to get put on this other side, you know? They're going to get put over there. And it's not because I think I'm better. No, because I worked hard. How many of you did you work hard to get to this space as a woman or as a man? I worked hard to love myself. I worked hard to assert myself. I worked hard to heal my inner child. I worked hard to forgive people who hurt me in the past so that I could live in today. So that I could look at myself in the mirror and I could tell somebody else, I've been there, I done that. But it gets better when you get better. See, when I healed that little girl inside of me that was scared, that doubted herself, that didn't think I could do it, when I healed that, I could love this Marlene, just like you insert your name. You can love this season that you're in if you assert yourself and get away from those toxic people, those judgmental people, those disrespectful people. You got to get away from them and get into you. Who are you? Get clear, get focused. You can't be distracted. Don't look to the left or the right. Don't look to what sister, auntie, mama, cousin, or what somebody else is doing on their social media. Don't worry about them. You got to get focused. People come for you. People show up for you. And until you learn to show up for yourself, until you learn to assert yourself, until you learn to heal, nobody else is going to heal. But you got to do that for yourself, okay? And we got one more point. One more point, everybody. Two more. So we talked about focusing on our self-growth and valuing your worth. Hey Hassan, how are you doing? Yes, serious. Respect is not given, it's earned. I see I missed something else. Yes, Miss Eunice, absolutely, and that's right. Never too late to pour into yourself. It isn't. Give yourself the gift of being the most successful and loving person no one can ever imagine. And until you feel you deserve that, you're going to keep settling. Don't settle for these toxic, low vibrational, broke, controlling, manipulative people in a relationship just to say you got a woman or got a man. I'm just saying. I'm just the messenger. And stop it saying somebody's going to change, sister, auntie, mama, cousin, your relative, because they're my relative, they love me. No, they don't. No, they don't. Love is not just in words. Love is an action word. And if people don't have the right actions, they got to step. They got to go, okay? So let's talk about valuing your worth. When you realize that you are a priority, do you realize that about yourself? And if you don't say that to yourself, I'm a priority. I'm worthy. I am enough. And if other people don't treat you with the same respect and consideration, it may be time for you to reassess the relationship. Settling, it doesn't feel good. It makes you feel less about yourself, and you're not less. Okay? You're not less. You're somebody of value. You're somebody of worth. You are important. But you're the one that has to think that about yourself. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the gifts. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Yes, reevaluate what's important and know that you are important. When I started to look at myself in the mirror and to say, Marlene, you're important. You got to see your importance before other people see your importance, before you can be a better mother, auntie, cousin, brother, husband, wife, whatever role you are in other people's lives. So we can be a better version of that. Before you can be better, you got to love yourself better. You got to show up for yourself better. You have to be healed inside. It doesn't matter how much people love you, but if you don't love you, now what is that going to do? You could have the best romantic relationship. You could have the best friends. You could have the best people, and they just love you and they're pouring into you. But if you don't believe that, see, you got to believe that you deserve a good relationship. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be confident, and you have to be actively participating in the life that you want. See, and that is something that I had to learn for myself. I had to actively participate. I couldn't keep expecting for my life to change if I wasn't changing. How can I be happy if I'm not doing things to make myself happy? And I had to stop waiting for a romantic relationship, a friend, my relatives to make me happy. No, I got to make myself happy. I have to bring in the joy. I have to be doing the things to take care of me first. And that is how I can pay it forward and give it to you guys this same message. I can only give what I'm actively doing. I can only do this because I'm doing it, you know? So I think that's something that's really important for me to bring up that message. Yes, invest in the first bank of you. Yes, so true. Yes, realist, 100%. So we have one more point, and this is, I think, the most important point out of all of this is weeding out the takers. Do you know some takers? I know I do. Some people will take as much as you give without contributing anything. Do you guys hear me? Anything. They're not giving you nothing back. They're not giving you any money. They're not giving you any support. They're not giving you their time. They're giving you nothing but drama, nothing but negativity, nothing but judgment, nothing but looking down on you, nothing but who do you think you are, because that's what they think of themselves. People can only give you what they give themselves. And if somebody doesn't know how to take care of themselves, they most definitely don't know how to care for you. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us? What does that mean? It means that you got to weed out the takers. There's some people you got to uproot them out your life, boot them out, kick them out, block them, set those boundaries, say no and mean it. Don't explain why you're doing what you're doing. This is what it is. Thank you so much, Eunice, and everybody who's given me gifts. It's what it is. That's what they want to do. And then now this is what I want to do. Hi, Tisharia. How are you doing? Yes, you have to stop the efforts stopping the efforts that can naturally filter out those who are just around when it's convenient for them. You know, that happened to me at a season in my life just a little over a year ago. It was somebody who was just in my life and they thought they could put me on the shelf, didn't talk to me, didn't ask me how I was doing, didn't spend time with me, didn't show any care, concern, or support for me, and they will put you on the shelf. Do you hear me? These people will put you on the shelf and think that they can pick you up later on. They feel like I can ignore them. I can do what I want. I can go and do this and do that, and they'll be around. See, that is what people will think about you. They think that they can put you on the shelf, disrespect you, run over you like a rug. You know, you're just a doormat to them. You're just a bank. You're just there for money. You're just there for your information. And they're not going to give you anything back. So if that's all you are to them, you need to be what you need to be to yourself. And one thing that I have to say to every single one of you is that you got to be a friend to yourself before you can be a friend to anybody else. Okay? And that's real. You have to be a friend to yourself before you can be a friend to anybody else. All right? So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some energy. You're going to have to learn how to show up for yourself. And it's making that time. You know, every day I wake up, I love to tell myself, today I'm going to treat myself with respect. Today I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be my best. And anything that is distracting or toxic, then I'm just going to, leave them alone, let them go because they don't deserve to be a part of my life, okay? I think that's something that is so important. When you know your worth, you will not allow people to run over you. to disrespect you, to manipulate you. So let's talk about this very quickly before I end. How to stop making time for people. We're going to set clear boundaries. That's okay, realists. We're going to set clear boundaries. We're going to learn to say no. We're going to let our actions speak louder than words. So it means we're going to be in the doing. We're going to make good choices. And this is important, motivators. Very, very important. Don't be making yourself always available to everybody, okay? Making yourself easily available can sometimes lead people to take you for granted. Are you guys listening? People will take you for granted if you're always available. So don't make yourself available. Don't be in a rush to answer the phone, okay? Don't be in a rush to answer the phone. Don't be in a rush to always shell out money. Thank you so much, Quinn. Don't be in a rush to do those things, okay? And have honest conversations with people. If people don't show up for you, tell them how that makes you feel. You know, when you do this, that's what Gio said. You know, Gio taught me that lesson when therapy taught us that as well. If you say, when you do this, this is how it makes me feel, okay? And also to forgive yourself and other people and know that it's okay. Okay? It's okay to let go of relationships that have run their course. Some people, the season has ended and it's time to close those doors. Yep. Yes. Limit yourself to the selfish. Yes. If people are selfish, leave them alone and let them go. Okay? And people change, and not every relationship is meant to last forever. Not every relationship is good for us. And we need to focus on ourselves, our peace, our happiness, our joy. And if people don't know how to treat us, then we can give ourselves the permission to let them go. Okay? So that has been the motivation, everybody. That's been the conversation. I thank every single one of you for tapping in. And I really appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Emma. I really appreciate it. Yes. And I want to say to you all, you know, take care of you. Love yourself. Be your best self. Don't let people run over you and take advantage of you. You have to know your worth before other people will see it in you. Okay? So I'm going to end with the channel song that was made by Boss Life Online. Thank you guys so much. I am Marlene Motivates. I'm your life coach, motivational speaker. I really appreciate it. I hope some of these tips were helpful. If you're watching now live, subscribe to the channel. Join my channel membership. It starts at $1.99 and leave me some gifts and enjoy this song. You know what I say over here. Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. I'm Marlene Motivates.
Got a spark inside, a passion so true. Marlene Motivates is the right move for you. Her purpose is clear, a heart's a guiding light to help you reach higher ground, so everything is bright. It's encouragement, support from her soul to yours for the wellness of mind, body, and spirit, so you can open new doors. Through pop-up lives and good, we salute. Thanks to regular videos, Marlene is always there for you. Yeah. Feeling down, feeling lost, need a helping hand. Marlene is here to inspire across the digital land, sharing her journey, her wisdom, her grace, helping you find your own pace and true place. It's encouragement, support from her soul to yours for the wellness of mind, body, and spirit, so you can open new doors through pop-up lives and motivation, first to regular
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach, and I will see you guys next week, same time. Make sure to subscribe. Shout out to my mods, shout out to the channel members, and all of my Motivators family. Treat yourself in the best way possible. Peace, guys.